He's a great watch.
Just to set the scene for how like devastating the combo game is by default, let alone with Isdsar's talent, like pushing it even further forward.
I do have some additional info.
Oh.
I was talking to Risc prior. Tune in.
All right, narrative. We got narrative. Go.
Risc says that he was comfortable playing. So it was Isdsar versus Kingu, and the winner played Risc.
Nice.
And he was saying, I'm comfortable playing either because I beat them when I play them on unranked.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Risc is an unranked demon as well. I remember when Slippy first came out, I saw the name on the top, and I was like, who is this? But yeah, ooh, really confident choice from Isdsar. Oh, Risc not taking the opportunity, I think.
Yeah. I feel like that was one of those situations where everyone's a bit kind of shocked. Like both players are like, oh, what do we do here?
I think it's the nervousness of literally first stop, first game. Like, whoa, okay, we need to finish things. Like, we need momentum. Like, I'm hitting a DK for the first time in maybe months. And vice versa, perhaps. I don't know. Okay. But, I was gonna literally talk about the fact that Giant Punch into down B is like massive, because Giant Punch will knock down most characters at like 0, because it's insane. And then you can run up to a bunch of tech options and do down B with DK, and it like follows up.
Yeah.
It looks really jank, but it works really well. So great start from Risc.
I mean, holding up to what are you saying?
Yeah,
his confidence is paying off.
He was chatting that ish and paying off. Nice. Okay.
It's crazy that Risc was a second seed.
In the pool, yeah, I know. Yeah. Second seed in my pool. God, outrageous.
Well, I know you know.
But yeah, I'm glad that Isdsar stopped the bleeding as well. I think against DK, you just kind of need to keep things reasonable, because even if he's at 100, you can still die.
Yeah, I think what could be a decider is Isdsar willing to perhaps be a little more sensible? I've seen him versus other. He's an explosive Falcon.
Yeah,
he's what the fans love.
Definitely, and like even back when it was like him and Sechi in the same region, that was their character difference. Like Isdsar was a bit more like, you know, your standard Falcon wisdom up until that point, whereas Sechi was more the other side of like innovation, optimal punish, etc. Whereas Isdsar's like, I want to kill this guy like that. It's a nice clean confirm by Isdsar. Nair to knee is, especially on a character as big as a DK, you're hitting it. Okay, let's see what he's got. I think when you're slightly less familiar with a character, getting a really clean opening like this can be good to understand what your trees are. Like, how am I going to be hitting this character for the next 10 to 15 minutes?
I'm curious, like both those instances, Isdsar was just like getting caught by DK's up B. Like one when he tried to like back air his recovery. Yeah. And there was another one where he just sort of kind of ran into it. So it does feel like an unfamiliarity with the matchup, like where he can and can't threaten.
Definitely.
Like things like that. It's
that's
just like
a perfect example. It like came true as you were talking about it. So like, again, something for like people watching to look out for. When DK is like just below a ledge, it is basically like stupid to challenge the up B there. There's like no idea there that works, because there's so much invincibility, so many hitboxes. But if he's further away, then you can start challenging it a bit more.
Yes.
So keep an eye out for that. If Isdsar keeps trying to challenge up B in that spacing, he's probably going to have a bad time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is the stuff we know and love. DK, obviously, the kind
DK's
of generic...
enjoyers are having a great time right now.
The apes in the crowd.
There's many of them.
Do with that insinuation
so many apes here right now.
Yeah.
He's so threatening as well.
Yeah.
It's like DK has like a weird weight where he can jump at you and just hover down.
Yeah.
And his back air is like so big and threatening.
It's like his effective range is massive.
Yeah.
And I think as long as he's facing the right way. Obviously DK facing forward, kind of a weaker character. All right, pause. Ooh. Probably not how Isdsar imagined it, but good either way.
My experience playing Isdsar as well, like, the thing that makes him feel like so nightmarish to play against is that he doesn't need much, which is true for Falcon generally, but like, I would be like, have a solid lead, and I'm like, this is going well, and then I get one touch death, and it's like, oh, okay,
You're like,
well, now I'm down.
But you know what, though? I'm going to point it out. Shoe on the other foot. DK is killing the man in the city.
That's the thing. And yeah, like, it doesn't feel like Isdsar isn't hitting as hard, at least as hard as he hit me, and I'm sure a lot of other players that have played Isdsar are like, yes.
Exactly. Nice. Great light shield, by the way, from Risc. It's a fundamental DK tech that lots of other people playing lots of other characters can get away with not doing, but the light shield discipline as a DK player to not get shield poked, insane. You just need it.
Yeah.
And of course that means your effective shield drains quicker, because when you light shield, it goes down faster. So there, perfect example. As opposed to getting knee shield poked, he went to ledge. Great.
Yeah.
That gave him at least an opportunity, although he lost the stock, to do something back. And DK needs one chance.
He's looking more comfortable in neutral though, Isdsar.
Yeah, he's figuring it out for sure. I think there's the whole, if DK is facing forward, life is good. So here, Isdsar's like, right, he's facing forward, get him.
Yeah.
Just rush at him, or good reversal.
Actually shocked that came out.
Okay.
You're crazy.
Cooking a bit too hard. He's dead.
Yeah.
That's tough. That is tough. Yeah. I have like nothing meaningful to say about that, apart from it's interesting to see if Isdsar will keep composure in that context.
Yeah. I feel like as well, like, this is one of those things where I think a best of 5 is quite important.
Yes, definitely. This set would have looked so different and felt so different in like winners round 2.
Yeah.
Right, where it wasn't best of 5.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this and like, I feel like I'm not counting Isdsar out, even if he loses this game. But it's just like, if this is a best of 3, I'm like, I'm not sure he has time.
Yeah, well, if it's best of 3, he's probably losing.
Yeah.
But yeah, adaptation is a massive deal against, especially the sort of more niche characters, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, Risc just needs to finish the whole game out with like maybe one grab. Oh, but Isdsar manifesting that stuff you were talking about before. Great grab.
These are really good uppers. That was a little, that was a bit reaching on the last one, but generally his uppers are so good.
Oh, that's fantastic composure from Risc.
Yeah.
His reaction to that underplays how much like momentum was really pushing against him.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I'm winning this game. I'm winning this game.
Yep.
One up B, did like late back air up B. Is basically like a shield trap or like frame trap, I guess, if you try and grab it.
I'm kind of interested though, because I felt that Isdsar made some really important adjustments there.
Yeah.
Like, I think he was playing like, generally, I think he was playing more sensible, going for just like percent, like keeping DK in the air rather than like trying to convert something into a knee and then just getting like clipped by a up B.
Yeah. Okay, that's a tough one to make the whole crowd.
Yeah.
Went, oh.
Yeah. He's does like I'm no Falcon, but I would have thought a lot of more of these would convert to knees. But we're seeing like an extra up air.
Yeah, but you got to remember DK is a heavy boy.
He do be a heavy
So if
boy.
it's like mid-stage knees, they might actually not kill unless you get like another up air that just like, oh.
Yeah, I guess I'm referring to the off-stage up airs.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, one of them he did just miss, to his credit.
He did miss that, but there was an up air before that that he then missed, and I thought that could have been it.
All right, micro interaction. I've noticed. Keep an eye out for Isdsar's response now to getting clipped by one of the weird little hits of DK's up B is just jab. He's ripped Gentleman like 3 times now, and it's worked every time, and I think that's huge. Getting like, you know, tripped up by latter hits of up B is terrible. All right.
A lot of characters have that. Like that's generally like a great option for lots of characters.
Yeah.
If there's anything chaos, if you're getting hit, slapped by a couple of moves, just jab.
Yeah. But it's the fact that it's like converting into a knockdown at a lot of percent, right?
Oh, that was really nice movement.
Yeah, Isdsar is like float like a butterfly, sting like a B mode at the moment.
Does Risc ever... are we seeing much of Risc kind of like starting the exchanges? Because this was something you talked about where you were like, I don't feel like he wasn't approaching me. Like he wasn't like stalling you out or camping you.
Yeah.
But he kind of had you locked in a position where it's just like, if you're not approaching...
He's a player who focuses on like policing his space, as opposed to like making the space encroach on the other person, I would argue. Yeah. But I think that's DK's strength, right? Like,
yeah. Like looking at this, it feels like Isdsar is trying to make all the moves. Like it's easier to watch. Like when we were talking before about Jamie and how it felt like they were kind of like commanding the narrative. Yeah. Even with Isdsar losing, I kind of feel that because they're the ones that's pushing forward and trying to find new ways of getting in.
Yeah.
With Risc is like, I'm very comfortable in my space. I know where I need to be. I know what moves I need to do. And it's like, it's on Isdsar to solve this problem.
Yeah. You know what? That's a good way of putting it, actually, for sure. It's figuring out their own way of edge guarding DK. Everyone comes up with something different during the set most of the time.
And this current...
Oh, that was clever.
That was the cleanest snap to ledge.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, infinites. Okay, nice. Oh, that's a completely different game. Holy moly. I'm
feeling pretty good about my Game 5 comment being necessary, because that was a strong adjustment.
I think, so Wales, cheering in the back, just as a heads up, but I think something that's massively changed is, like, he's not scared of DK anymore. It sounds so stupid, but like when he hits a move, he's like, I'm going to hit you again. I'm going to hit you again. I'm going to press your shield again. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And doesn't just like drop it to kind of wait and see.
I will say, though, I do think Isdsar was getting loads of benefit off the platforms.
I just realized to this point, we hadn't even discussed the fact that DK's an FD enjoyer.
He's a
big FD enjoyer.
Yeah.
God, it simplifies so much of the punish game, obviously.
Yep.
It doesn't even simplify it, it just optimizes it, because there's not any sort of like slide-off shenanigans. Isdsar doesn't mind. But then again, sharking DK up in the air with Falcon's up air, incredible move.
Oh!
Yep, great confirm.
That was really good. I didn't see it. I didn't see it coming.
It's a June bug thing. That's where I've seen him prior.
I feel like we're seeing a lot more of these jabs.
Yeah. And they are, for the most part, working, even with DK at a lower percent where, you know, you would expect ASDI down, crouch cancel, something to that effect.
That was, like, this is a very specific situation, but I really appreciated Isdar's aerial drift after getting that knee.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
Rough.
To be fair, I mean, Isdsar did kind of overextend going off stage and then double jumping back on, but you...
Ooh.
Yeah, you've got to try something. No jump. Oh, that lied. Okay, so let's see if Isdsar can, like, repeat.
Ooh, I like reverse hit of nair.
Yep.
Up air even.
The weak hit, strong hit classic.
Yeah.
Nice. So obviously Isdsar loses their response option to DK's sort of scrappy up B hits if he's in shield.
Yeah.
But Risc keeping composed.
Yeah. I never really considered, like, Risc's, or at least DK's dash balance looks better than I thought it would be. Like, he's been, like, avoiding these, like, Falcon nairs really well.
Oh! I heard somebody simply go in the crowd, no, no, no. Like, no, 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 no. And, yeah, I agree. Random person from the crowd.
It's super not over, though.
No, definitely not. I mean, 120 is a hit.
Yeah. That one.
Boom. That hit, yes.
That hit.
Knee,
that's the one you were talking
specifically.
about?
Yeah. So Isdsar just needs to not throw himself into the blast zone and then, okay.
Generally not
honestly,
get grabbed as well.
These are big drops from Risc. You see the head shake as well. That's toughy. That's the bread and butter as DK. That's how your character is borderline viable.
That's
Well, you know what? If we're thinking about this as optimistically as possible, he's kind of owed one.
Yeah.
Like, Isdsar definitely threw his lifeless corpse into the blast zone twice.
At least there's another game. This one is the real decider. That game was a write-off.
FD again, I would assume. However.
Yeah, I, would.
Here we are. Yeah.
I would.
He's home. DK's home.
Like, yeah, I'd still be fearful of how well Isdsar was playing around those platforms.
Wow. Clean record. Isdsar randomly intuiting the spacing for down B. I feel like he doesn't know rigorously how far that goes, but he just got a vibe check for it, which is very good.
Crazy jab.
Oh, that's
Tried it again, 2 reverse jabs.
That was an understandable shield grab from Risc because both of the characters like collision boxes were so unclear.
Yeah.
Falcon was sort of just on him. Yeah, Isdsar's got this, like, his version of the edge guard now.
Yeah.
Who knows if it's optimal, but it is damn well working.
It's working.
Risc doesn't have a response.
Yeah, we watched him learn that in real time.
Yep, literally during this set. The first time Risc was off stage, that's double jump gone.
Oh, and the tilt.
Double jump gone. Oh, that's... Oh, okay, I'm not going to lie. The crowd's got to have impacted that. That was tough. Great reaction,
okay.
yeah. Up, DK's up B is like, get up shine for the mid-tier. Okay, reaction tech chase from Isdsar. Very good at this, despite what we were talking about at the start, right? Like, Isdsar's fiery, but also...
Yeah. The gears were turning with that edge guard. It didn't work out, but I liked how he was positioning himself, and it seems like Isdsar just didn't quite know where to be.
Definitely. Oh. Again, Risc holding his own space, like we were sort of talking about. It's the comfort zone, but Isdsar's getting way better at you know, poking that space, being like, what are you gonna do about it, huh? I'm here.
Yeah. I feel like these jabs are crucial as well. You mentioned it earlier, but just then, it's just like, it just like gives us safety against DK.
Yeah.
It's so quick. And like, DK doesn't have burst options.
Great tomahawk grab by Isdsar. Very good. That's the one way to challenge that like area below the ledge I was talking about with invincibility. Yeah, I think Isdsar's cracked the shell.
Yeah, that's a crazy adaptation.
He's figured out how to get into Risc space, and we're watching it play out in real time.
Yeah. Yeah, and like, I think a huge part is the jabs. Like, because it forces DK to face the wrong way for him. So he wants to be doing back airs.
Nice.
But this is DK on FD.
You have to close this to win the set. Okay. You know what, Risc, at the end of the day, incredibly competent player. We've seen him play so well today.
Yeah, it's now on him. Isdsar has reached his final form of understanding this matchup.
Yep.
But can you adjust to what he's given you?
Oh!
I mean,
okay, adjustment not necessary. Risc's back. You've got to think of that as your like lucky ticket. That's insane. And that can be a massive momentum. Oh!
Good
massive
punch.
pull out in neutral. It's a spacing that isn't contested by any other move, really, by DK, apart from Giant Punch. Oh. Great air dodge, but DK's got you in the vortex. What are you doing? Oh. Great buffer roll by Isdsar. Oh no!
That was an insane grab.
Up smash?
Oh! Good too.
Oh, Risc just not pressuring the ledge, but I understand it is game 5 last stock. Oh my, fantastic recovery spacing.
Yeah.
That's the same call out that happened in game 3.
Oh, he did get the ledge.
Oh, Risc is just worried about the ledge. That knee is massive. The angle's so bad for DK specifically.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bit of a heartbreaker. Well
fantastic adaptation.
Yeah.
What a set. That's got to be top 5 sets of the tournament.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is going to go, but that was
amazing.
It was
just like, I don't think that